Turning now to the U.S., where the FBI is searching President Biden's beach home in Delaware. This is part of an investigation to track down improperly stored classified documents. According to Biden's attorney, the search was planned with the president's support. It was carried out without advance public notice in the interest of operational security and integrity. The new probe is part of a wider investigation into the discovery of a trove of classified material in Biden's private office and the Florida residence of former President Donald Trump. Records from each administration are supposed to be turned over during a presidential transition period. It is unlawful to knowingly remove or retain classified material. The U.S. Justice Department has appointed a special counsel to investigate Biden and Trump's handling of sensitive government documents as they are both preparing for the 2024 election. Let's cross on over to Colin Campbell in Washington, D.C. to talk about the documents that the U.S. Justice Department is conducting a search of in Biden's home. Has anything turned up, Colin?
No, this is the third search of the FBI for the FBI in search of any of the former vice presidents and now current presidents' residences. They did not turn up anything. This was in his vacation home in an area of Delaware called Rehoboth. It's a popular beach area that many vacationers go from summer to summer, and he has a beach home there. And what I believe the Biden administration is trying to do is show a difference from the predecessor, the presidential predecessor, of course, being Donald J. Trump, whereas Trump was a little bit more reluctant, well, I shouldn't even say a little bit more reluctant, but blatantly was resistant to handing over documents at his Mar-a-Lago residence. This president wants to show some transparency after it was discovered that there were some documents in his former home. And so, trying to create that distance between himself and the former president, his attorney is saying that he is operating within full transparency and being very cooperative with the FBI. The FBI had searched the current president's home for about 3 hours, a little more than 3 hours at his vacation home in Rehoboth. They did not turn up anything, but the other documents have been shared with the FBI and should be cataloged and then archived according to whatever policy is accordant with former documents belonging to the president. This is an attempt to show that one administration is different than the other, as we know that this issue will be politicized. Republicans were politicizing it when it was discovered that Biden's residence did hold documents in the FBI's first search. But then, of course, that rhetoric of accountability seemed to die down when the former Vice President, Michael Pence, of course, the Vice President under the Trump administration, was also found to have documents belonging to the government. And so, once again, the Republicans did not talk about it as much. Now, both parties, Republicans and Democrats, are saying there should be new policy when it comes to taking documents, securing documents, especially after presidents and vice presidents leave office.
So taking a look at what has happened in terms of the searches, what does the law say about, for example, Pence or Trump, who has officially said that he's going to run for presidency? I mean, isn't that breaking the law in terms of these documents that have been found in the residences? Isn't that what they can accuse them of?
Yeah, it could accuse them of definitely not being cooperative. Now, there isn't any hard law, but it is part of policy for them to hold on to submit documents after their presidency, especially if they're classified documents. Now, that could be a different policy or a different law that they're in violation of when documents are classified and the president has not unclassified them. And this is what our attorneys are looking at right now. What are the violations and laws that may have been in jeopardy of national security? And that's under heavy consideration. But again, this administration says that it is working within the law so that it wouldn't be in violation of breaking any laws or violating the Constitution.
From Washington, D.C., Colin Campbell, thank you so much.
Yeah.